Where There's Smoke by JoAnn Jones Hole. Matthew stopped his half-ton pickup in front of the two-story ranch house and switched off the engine. He was looking forward to a cup of coffee and one of his daughter-in-law's muffins. He opened the door, but before he could climb out of the truck, the passenger door flew open, and his 10-year-old grandson leaped into the seat beside him.
"Hi, Grandpa,"
Josh called as he shut the door and settled in a John Deere cap over his auburn hair. He turned his freckled face towards Matthew.
"What are we doing today?"
Matthew rubbed his chin. "Well, I was sort of planning on some coffee with your ma, but it looks like you're in a big rush to get out of there. What's going on?"
"I'm really in the doghouse, Grandpa. I can't go anywhere or do anything, except help you. For a week. And I got extra chores, too."
"Oh, boy. You must have done something real special this time, kiddo. Want to tell Grandpa about it?" Matthew started the truck and backed away from the house. "We better get them horses caught. Farrier's coming after lunch, and they'll need a trim. Your ma's horse needs shoes in the front, too."
"Might as well tell my side of it, Grandpa. Mom'll tell on me next time she sees you anyway. See, it was like this. I was just showing Cassie how to make wax fingerprints and stuff like that out of wax melted from a candle. And I told her not to stick her finger in the wax until it started to cool, but she didn't listen, and she burned her finger. Of course, she had to go bawling to Mom. Guess that was a pretty dumb thing to show a 5-year-old. But she was bugging me to play with her, and there's not much you can do with a girl. Nothing that's any fun."
"Well, Josh, I have to agree with your ma. It was a dumb thing to do, all right. You're just lucky it didn't turn out worse. You could have started a fire or something, a lot more serious than just a burned finger. I reckon you and your sister had a cheap lesson about fire and burns and things." Matthew stopped his pickup outside the barn. "Well, let's get them halters and some oats. We can walk out to the pasture. The exercise will do us both good." "I was about the same age as you, maybe a bit younger, when I got my first big lesson about fire," Matthew recalled as they ambled towards the pasture. "One Sunday afternoon, we had a living room full of the most boring company you ever seen. There was the preacher and his wife and their daughter, about my age. And then there was some cousins or something from Calgary with a couple snooty town boys a bit older than me. We all got sent outside to play, and I was told to find something that would entertain them kids. Well, you might guess that what happened was them town boys was trying to impress that girl with their importance and tell her all the exciting things that they do in the city. So I tell about how I've been helping Pa and the hired man to smoke coyotes out of their den, and then we shoot them pesky critters. Of course, they don't believe me, so I say I'll show 'em how it's done. There was this gopher hole at the side of our house, and I figured they likely don't know the difference between a gopher and a coyote anyway, so I take 'em around and show 'em this hole. Then I get 'em to collect lots of leaves and grass and twigs and some dried sticks, and we poke all this into the hole as tight as we can, and then I stuff some paper and I light a match to it. Well, sir, we got the fire going pretty good, but there didn't seem to be much smoke, and there sure was no gophers coming out, so we get some more kindling and stuff it down the hole, and then we hear the yelling from inside the house. Fire. Fire and fire, and next thing, out the house comes all the company, and my ma and pa running for the water pump with buckets in hand. I figured I better start running in the opposite direction, but I was just past the barn and heading for open prairie when Pa caught up with me. Oh, never before or after did I hear Pa use language like he used on me that day, and never before or after did I get a whipping like I got that day. Turns out the gopher hole led right into the basement, and the house filled with smoke almost as soon as we lit our fire. That was a long time before the preacher come to visit again, and he didn't bring his daughter. Don't recollect ever seeing them cousins anymore.